BMW Motorrad has announced its latest addition to the R18 lineup, the R18 Classic. The Classic expands on the R18 Cruiser, incorporating several touring-oriented additions such as a large windscreen, passenger seat, saddlebags, auxiliary LED headlights, and a significantly smaller 16-inch front wheel. The new BMW R18 Classic and the R18 stand firmly in the tradition of historic BMW motorcycles. They borrow from famous models such as the BMW R5, both technologically and visually. Shifting the focus back onto the motorcycle essentials, purest no-frills technology, and the Boxer engine as the epicenter of riding pleasure, combined with good vibrations. What's more, classic design is merged in the R18 Classic and R18 with clear-cut yet contemporary technology to create a fascinating overall concept, offering a riding experience that is as cultivated as it is emotional. The centerpiece of the new BMW R18 Classic is the same two-cylinder Boxer engine found in the R18. The most powerful two-cylinder Boxer engine ever used in a BMW motorcycle series production has a displacement of 1802 cc. The peak output is 91 horsepower at 4750 rpm. Over 150 Nm of torque is available from 2000 to 4000 rpm, and this elemental pulling power is combined with a full sonorous sound. The suspension elements of the new BMW R18 Classic deliberately dispense electronic adjustment options. Instead, a telescopic fork and a directly mounted central suspension strut with travel-dependent damping and adjustable spring preload ensures superior wheel control and attractive suspension comfort. As in the legendary BMW R5, the tubes of the telescopic fork are encast in fork sleeves. The fork tube diameter is 49 mm, while the suspension travel is 120 mm at the front and 90 mm at the rear. The new BMW R18 Classic is decelerated by a twin disc brake at the front and a single disc brake at the rear, in conjunction with 4-piston fixed calipers. Meanwhile, the wide-spoke wheels ensure a supremely stylish appearance. The R18 Classic offers 3 standard riding modes: rain, rock and roll, so as to be able to adapt to individual rider preferences. The standard trim also includes automatic stability control, which ensures a high level of riding safety. In addition, the R18 Classic is equipped as standard with engine drag torque control. And unlike the R18, the Classic comes standard with electronic cruise control. Optional upgrades include hill start control and reverse assist. The R18 Classic and R18 masterfully transpose the iconic style of bygone times to the present day, retaining a purist design in numerous details that is heavily influenced by the classic R5. It's no coincidence that functional and stylistic elements such as the double-loop frame, the teardrop crank, the open-running universal shaft, and the double-line paintwork are reminiscent of the legendary Boxer dating back to 1936. The classic bodywork features of the R18 Classic and R18 are also made of metal, an authentic classic. The suspension is likewise aptly reminiscent of the legendary R5. Together with double-sided swing arm and a cantilever suspension strut, the rigid frame concept of the R5 is perfectly transported into the modern age in visual terms. Like the R18 Classic will initially launch with a first edition model in Blackstone Metallic with double white pinstriping. First edition models also come with additional badging, a book on BMW Motorrad's history, and various other accessories. For the accessories and customizing program of the new R18 Classic, BMW Motorrad is collaborating not just with Roland Sans Design, but also with several well-known suppliers including the US manufacturer Mustang, in order to be able to offer different versions of high-quality handmade seats. Meanwhile, the customizing potential for the exhaust systems in cooperation with Vance & Hines is no less creative. All of these clearly show that BMW Motorrad is aiming straight at the North American big bore cruiser market. The R18 Classic doesn't come cheap. To get your hands on the first edition version, you'll have to shell out at least $21,870 and the base model starts at $19,495. The R18 Classic is set to reach dealerships in the spring of 2021. Let us know in the comments down below your thoughts on the new BMW R18 Classic, and do you think this will be a serious contender to the likes of Harleys, Indians and other big bore cruisers? Hope you liked this video. If so, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to catch more motorcycle news and content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.